Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Kelly T. Smith and I'm the author of the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards. Today I'm going to be using my Guiding Light Oracle Cards app to give you a reading looking at the energy of July 2nd and the week ahead. So sometimes I'm going to switch back and forth every week between my Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards and my Guiding Light Oracle Cards. This week we're using the app, which is a little different than when I use the cards. But I think that doing it this way is fun too. Next time I'll probably use my camera, but today I didn't, so I'm sorry. Okay, so anytime we're asking for guidance for the week ahead, we're going to ask to get very quiet and go within. And then focus on whatever it is you are asking for guidance on. And then when you feel centered, go ahead and pick the cards for the week ahead. So what I love about this deck is that, I think the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle Cards really speaks to everyday life situations, and so does this deck, but this deck is it has kind of a different energy, and it's even more spiritual, I would say, and very, very channeled. I channeled this deck, and obviously I channeled both, but the first one, Intuitive Life Coaching deck, it also had a lot of the messages are real life stuff, and this puts into perspective this spiritual guidance that we're looking for when we're going through the real life stuff as well. So this deck actually goes deeper, and when I first wrote it, I told everyone, yeah, that's a tell it like it is deck. This is the deck that really, the no nonsense, tell it like it is deck. So let's look at our current energy. Right now we're at the re-evaluation. It's time to re-evaluate your present circumstances and begin to make changes where changes are needed. So give me just a second to tune into this. So the energy of this card is obviously spring cleaning. We're cleaning out our life. We're cleaning up our life. We're cleaning out things that no longer serve us. We are being more and more true to ourselves than we ever have been. I feel like this whole 2017 has been about that. From January 1st, it was like time to just be 100% who you are, regardless of what other people think of you. Really getting yourself in a place where you're proud of who you have become and you like your life, right? I know that sounds silly, but when I say you like your life, I'm really talking about you cleaning things out so your life can mirror more of what you really want it to be. So let's go ahead and look at this card. What have you outgrown that you're refusing to let go? So a lot of last week we talked about we're letting go of relationships, we're letting go of work that we no longer want to be working at, we're letting go of, a lot of people are moving, so many changes. But this card speaks volumes for when you've outgrown something, when you really worked on yourself, and I know I said this in last week's reading too, then you have to make a change. So you don't just work on yourself and then keep things exactly the way they are. You have to work on yourself and then change something in according to what you've changed within yourself. Because if you just work on yourself and keep your routine exactly the same way, your environment exactly the same way, you're going to feel like you're at a standstill. So you've done the work, you've done the growth, You've worked on yourself, you've made some changes, you have decided that you're going to maybe take better care of yourself, you're going to put yourself around people who really understand you, or more like-minded than like you are. Whatever decision you've made, now it's time to make those changes that align and to support those decisions. So I'm going to read a little of this card. What have you outgrown that you're refusing to let go of? You're refusing to let go of. It's time to make changes. You've outgrown so much around you now. You're beginning to look at life differently. Begin now to look all around you and take note of everything you feel you've outgrown. If things no longer feel the same, or if you feel you are no longer relating to your situation in the same way as before, this is because you've outgrown something and changes need to be made. Anytime you've outgrown things around you, you have to make changes accordingly. If you continue to allow things to stay as they are, you will miss out on opportunities and gifts that your recent inner growth is calling forth into your experiences. What changes can you make in the world around you that represent and match the energy of your inner growth? You may feel the need to change your environment or even change the way you interact with others. It may even be time to let go of things that no longer serve you. These changes will be effortless for you once you take the leap of faith and choose to make them. The changes that you're making will prove to be the missing piece of the puzzle. When you change on the inside, you have to be willing to make those changes in your outer world as well. So again, that's a very similar message as last week. We got an interesting card in the limited belief. So give me a second to tune in here and ask Spirit for this message. Our limited belief card is true love. It says at the core foundation of this relationship is the potential for true love. So give me just a second. Spirit is just showing me that the most amazing shifts happen in your relationships with other people when you choose to love yourself. So understanding that your relationships are a direct reflection of how you feel about yourself and your relationship with yourself. So a lot of shifts are going on in relationships with, significant others, friendships, like we talked about last week. But when this card lands in the limited belief, it's actually showing me that some of our beliefs about our relationships have been what's challenging us, and we're releasing those. And as we release and replace those beliefs around our relationships, then we're actually creating kind of a pathway for more harmonious and positive relationships in our life. Spirit comes through and says, for those of you that believe that you're never going to find someone that's going to love you the way you deserve to be loved, that is not true. Right now you're shifting and moving and releasing any and all beliefs that keep you from having the true love that you deserve and that you're worthy of. So this week I want you to really truly look at that. Look at what your beliefs are around relationships, around, true love, or around just your relationships in general, not just with the significant other, but even with our mothers, our sisters, our brothers, our family, and our friends. So this is a lots of relationship energy for this week. Again, this card speaks volumes about releasing the limited beliefs. So I'm going to read it that have to do with your relationships. So I'm going to read a little of this card. Romance is in the air when this card arrives in your reading. Understand that you are co-creating with each other, and this means you're a mirror for each other. You're a direct reflection of what each other needs to resolve within yourselves. Because of this, it may not always be a smooth ride. So in your relationships this week, if you're feeling like you're really butting heads with your significant others, remember that you're just releasing that turmoil within you so that you can have those more positive relationships. The connection may not always feel as strong as it did in the beginning, but that doesn't mean that it's not there. The potential for sparks to fly and things to get exciting is definitely in the works between you and a romantic partnership. If your question is in regards to a partner, the answer to your question becomes dependent upon your willingness to see through the illusion, to work through your own inner conflict, and to see yourself as worthy of love. Let go of the need to get something in return for your love. When you can love yourself unconditionally, this is a big message right here. When you can love yourself unconditionally, you will also send that love to your relationship. See your partner as a reflection of yourself, the opposite version of you, and ask yourself, what is going on within my relationship that is a direct reflection of what is going on within me? This card is also a positive sign that if you've not already met this person, they're headed into your life and are already connected to you on a soul level. Whether or not they come into your life depends on your willingness to open your heart to receive the love that is on its way to you. Our soul lesson this week is conscious living. Those healthy changes that you've been meaning to make are imperative for you now. So we're making changes in our relationships. We're making changes in our health and our fitness and the way that we eat and what we eat and our stress levels. It's just really, really the right time right now to take extra special care of yourself. Are you on autopilot in regards to the choices you make in your daily life? It's time to change your unhealthy habits and make way for a healthier way of living. This card comes to you today to ask you to be mindful of the way you care for yourself. You are being guided to change your diet, exercise more, and take better care of yourself in general. If you have a habit or addiction that you have been wanting to let go of, now is the time to do it. Choose to make the changes that are necessary for your overall health and well-being. These changes are the answer to your prayers. Things cannot get better until you let go of or change the things that are causing you to feel lethargic, weighed down, and low on energy. So take a look at all of the things that you've been wanting to change and know that it's time now as far as your health and your lifestyle, that reflects your conscious living. Your inner guidance this week is manifesting magic. You are creating your life based on the intentions you send out in the universe. So I don't know about you guys, but I have been feeling such an intense shift as far as manifesting goes. For me, the moment I think of something or feel make a decision that I'm going to choose something new in my life, then the universe starts giving me immediate feedback that that's the direction that I'm heading in. And it's really amazing. So I feel like the energy of manifesting has been amplified. So understand and flow with that magic this week. Know that it is amplified and that kind of look around for signs. Look around and notice how you're thinking, what you're thinking. Pay attention to what you're creating and look for feedback from the universe, because whether you know it or not, you're always getting it. When you are truly in the flow of the law of attraction, magic begins to happen. Synchronicities start to become a part of your daily life. It is truly a magical experience. Sometimes we think we're in harmony with the law of attraction, but actually we're really separated from it. So I want to talk about this because I've actually been getting this message to share with you guys all week. So something about the law of attraction is that you don't hear people teach a lot is this. Whenever we are trying to manifest something, we block it by trying to manifest it. I'm going to say that again. Whenever we are trying to manifest something, we block it by trying to manifest it. Because the truth is, manifesting is as simple as making a concrete, solid decision and then letting it go. So when you're going to manifest something, don't say, I want to manifest a vacation. And because that is not a concrete decision. That is very, not kind of just wobbly in the energy. I really feel into that, and you'll know it does not feel as solid as I'm going to take a vacation. Maybe I don't have the money right now, but it will come. It's just going to come. And when you say that, you're making a solid decision, and it's so ingrained in you to believe that it's on its way, and you're not second guessing it. You're not trying to wait for you to manifest it. That's when everything magical starts to happen. Well, it is 4th of July here, so you guys are going to hear some fireworks in the background. But anyways, so pay attention to the decisions that you're making and then back them up with visualization, because this week's energy is very, very ripe for you're creating the life of your dreams, and you're going to notice that that energy is magnified right now. So feel the difference between I want to manifest a vacation and I'm taking a vacation, and the universe is going to bring me exactly what I need. It's happening right here, right now. It's done. Feel the difference? Okay. Let's look at the next card. And our final card is new possibilities. So as we're shifting, growing, changing, moving, changing directions, understand that it's not as always as easy as we had wanted it to be. Sometimes things can be a little tricky, and things show up in our life that make us feel like this is never going to happen. This is hard. I don't know how to make this happen. This card actually teaches us that when we use a word like, oh, this is so hard, and we start to feel that, then we actually anchor that energy into place. So be mindful of the way you're talking to yourself and about your experiences and about what's going on around you this week, and know that you can shift the energy by not speaking in concrete words like, this is so hard, this is never going to happen, I'm never going to get this, this is like, instead use words and sentences that help you to feel like things are going to get better. There are no promises that changes that you're getting ready to make will be easy. What is easy, really? Easy in what way? This card comes to you today to help you move past your resistance to changing something significant to the overall well-being of your life. You may be afraid that something is too hard and that it won't be easy, but the truth is, easy and hard are just words that create feelings within you and both stop you in your tracks or move you forward effortlessly. Easy and hard are just both a matter of perception. There will be bumps along the way, and that is okay. Don't let your mind convince you that it's too hard or that it can't be done. It can be done. And all you need to do is take it one step at a time. Enjoy the ride along, and all the bumps along the way. It's part of the fun. This is your sign to keep going, to do what you're being called to do. And in the end, it will be worth the bumpy ride. So, lots and lots of changes, lots of new creating, and I feel like this is a very similar week to last week, very similar reading to last week, but just know that as we are moving in this theme of changing and growing and really being true to ourselves by moving in the direction that makes sense for us, things might feel a little tricky, but our angels and guides are telling us this week that we are on the right track. So no matter what, keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much for listening. If you'd like to learn more about me, you can always find me at www.soulsearchingzone.com. Please do follow me on Facebook at www.intuitivelifecoachingwithkelly.com. Thank you again, and I'll see you next week.